what's happening, guys? So Renan Lodi is all set to sign for Nottingham Forest on loan with an option to buy at the end of the season. This news broke at about 2 a.m. for me just as I was headed to bed, but if you think I'd sleep when there's Forest content that needs discussing, then you're having a right laugh, mate. Not a chance. Make no mistake about it, this is an absolutely massive coup. He's a Brazilian international with 15 caps to his name and was tracked by the likes of Manchester City over this summer. Cooper wants at least 2 quality players available for each position, and he'll be getting just that at left back. It's not like having Adrian as backup to Alisson either. Both individuals will believe they warrant a starting berth. While Harry Toffolo has fared reasonably well thus far, Lodi won't accept sitting on the bench after starting week in, week out for Atletico Madrid, so it'll be interesting to see who's in the 11 over the next couple of weeks. I feel for Omar Richards because he's a talented player in his own right, and I'm not sure where this move leaves him long term, but there's no room for complacency when you're fighting tooth and nail to stay in the league. I'm not gonna lie, seeing this fella's name gives me PTSD. He scored the winning goal to knock Man United out of the Champions League at Old Trafford after sneaking in at the far post behind the fullback's blind side, which is something you can expect to see at the City ground moving forward. For those of you who don't follow La Liga, Lodi had huge shoes to fill at Atletico as he was replacing the ever-present Felipe Luis and World Cup winner Lucas Hernandez in the side immediately after signing. He did that with reasonable success by making 118 appearances across all competitions in just 3 years and helping Atletico win the league title against all odds during the 2020-21 season. He more or less covered the entire left flank on his own in Simeone's system, with his pace and stamina as showcased by the heat map on screen, and will offer Forrest plenty of tactical flexibility with both his ability as well as versatility. Fuck me, that was a cracking little rhyme there, innit? The guy loves getting balls into the box and has averaged 4 crosses per game throughout his entire career, which is particularly exciting if you're a centre forward because he's not afraid to float it in from a deep position. You'll often find him exploiting space on the flank and bursting forward, perhaps even being the player highest up the pitch. This makes him a huge threat on the break and something that the opposition often struggle to cope with, as Ralf Rangnick knows better than anyone else. Needless to say, these runs can also leave his own team exposed at the back and will be of concern when facing a high-quality winger with a direct approach to the game, which means defensive midfielders are likely to have their work cut out covering space out of possession. He's not particularly great in the air either, something that Premier League managers could very well target, but is likely to be negated if he has sufficient support in the 5 at the back formation. Overall, I'm expecting Lodi to build upon his 4 goals and 6 assists from last season and fit into English football like a glove. He's had a hell of a tough upbringing as his parents divorced when he was only 3, and he ended up growing up in poverty as a result, selling cans just so he could afford bus tickets to attend training for his local side. This is what's built up the sort of mental toughness and resilience which got him to the very highest level. He did, however, have a tough time of things last summer after making a mistake in the 1-0 Copa America final defeat to arch-rivals Argentina by playing Angel Di Maria onside and failing to clear Rodrigo de Paul's attempted through ball. As per his own admission, he spent several weeks crying after being vilified by the media and eventually sought out a sports psychologist who helped him get back to his previous level. So pressure won't faze him one bit at club level given the scrutiny he's faced on the international stage. As things stand, I expect him to start for Brazil at the World Cup, which isn't a sentence Forest supporters thought they'd be hearing about one of their players a couple of months ago while in the championship, and just shows how much has changed in an incredibly short period of time. As always, a big thank you to Murray Kerr, Bradders, Jack Morris, Plain Old Simon, Sean Johnson, and David Merchant for their contributions to my channel over these last couple of days. It truly means a lot and I hope I can continue delivering content which you like moving forward. Enjoy the game later today, everyone. I expect it to be a cagey affair given Forest will be on the back foot and Spurs have thus far struggled to break down low blocks under Conte, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless, even if it is on at the same time as the cricket. Hope you've all had a good weekend thus far, and I shall now do my very best to try and enjoy my birthday. Peace!